him what he does for a living. Hey bro, what do you do for a living?
I do many things. Jump in and I'll tell ya.
Man's always busy. Business, 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 business.
Welcome.
Oh, you
good?
Good,
Good, just doing my morning voice notes.
I see that, yeah.
Can I please have 8 whole eggs? 8 whole eggs, yep.
What is whole egg? Boiled egg, yes sir?
No, the omelette.
Omelette?
Yep, yep. Yep, and can I please have mushroom and tomato? Alright guys, so breakfast arrived. What we have here is 8 whole eggs, not just the egg whites. I like the whole eggs because the yolk is where the vitamins and minerals are, also some of the protein. We've got a little bit of salad. And then in the omelette I have mushroom and tomato. Now, what I'm doing for this cut, or this prep that I'm going through, this 90-day, I guess, shred, I'm doing what I call, you know, a little bit of intuitive eating. Basically understanding my body, knowing what it needs, and then eating according to that. So, because last night I had my last 2 meals prior to sleeping was very carb heavy. I had an acai bowl, I can never say it, but you know the acai bowl, put a picture on the screen somewhere. And then another meal which was very dense in rice. Honestly, would have been maybe 400 grams of rice. So I've had a lot of carbohydrates, my 2 prior meals to this. So I have enough glycogen in my body right now to go and do my workout, and I haven't had much fat in my diet the previous day. So that is why I got 8 whole eggs and no bread, no other carb source. However, if my meals the night before were low in carbs, maybe it was a steak or maybe it was a piece of salmon, then this morning this meal would be like 6 whole eggs and maybe 4 pieces of toast. So depending on what my prior meals were or the prior day was, I will adjust my meals accordingly. But this is what you see today. Meal 1, eggs with some more eggs. I'm going to eat this, I'm going to let it digest for about an hour and a half, then we're off to the gym to film a workout video with one of my good mates, Josh Mooney. And yeah, so that's the style for today. Post workout I'll have some carbs, and then rest of the day I'll consume some carbs as well.
2 protein shakes.
2 protein shakes always. my go-to post-workout meal usually. And actually what I like to do is I go pretty heavy on the salt. Salt is super important for muscle contraction and also muscle protein synthesis as well. A lot of people don't consume enough salt. I think, you know, prior 5-10 years we've been scared of salt because of the media, but we actually need salt. So if you are someone that trains hard and heavy, and if you are someone that does a lot of sweating and you lose a lot of water weight, I would definitely recommend that you put salt on a lot of your food because it is an important mineral that we do need. So, eggs and salt for today's breakfast. Now, just some more information for anyone trying to get in shape. Diet is always going to be the most important thing for you. So, understanding how much calories you need is going to be the #1 most important thing that you need to understand. We're all different. We all have different metabolisms. We all burn calories at a different rate. We all have different daily activity levels. Some of us burn more calories, some of us burn less calories. Depends on what we do. Do we sit at a desk all day? Are we out doing intensive labor, building fences, digging holes? I don't know. We're all different. So the first thing you need to understand is how much calories do you need for you and your goals. A very easy way to do this is, 1, to use my free macro calculator in the link below, or just go into Google and type in TDEE calculator. TDEE stands for Total Daily Energy Expenditure. Basically it just means your maintenance calories and how much calories you need to maintain your weight. From there, you'll fill out a whole bunch of questions: height, weight, age, gender, daily activity levels, what your goals are, what you're trying to achieve, blah, blah, blah. From all this information you provide, the calculator can work out a rough estimate on how much calories you need, how much protein, carbs, and fats you need for your goals. Let's just say 2,800 calories was how much calories you needed to maintain your weight, depending on how active you were, because you filled out all that information prior. If you want to gain weight, you need to consume more than that. If you want to lose weight, you need to consume less than that. But where a lot of people go wrong, and why they don't get the fat loss results that they want, is because right away from day one, they lower their calories as low as they can, and they do as much cardio as they possibly can. I literally know some girls who have literally had like a couple of apples a day and a protein shake and done more than an hour of cardio per day and not actually lost weight. So how is that possible when they're consuming like 500 calories a day and doing so much cardio? It's because the body is always going to want to adapt and reach homeostasis. The body doesn't want to lose fat. The body doesn't care about looking good at the beach or at the pool. The body just wants to survive. Body fat is essentially a survival mechanism. So when you try and lose that, your body's going to fight you and it's going to try and hold on to that fat. So your body will do whatever it can to slow its metabolism down, lower its T3 and leptin hormones, which are the king of all fat burning hormones, and it will do whatever it can to not lose weight and to not lose fat. Because when you're dieting, the body's going to see that as essentially that you are starving to death. It doesn't know you're just trying to look good for the beach or the pool. So your body's always going to fight you. So the best and the only way to do a successful cut is to gradually do it. So let's just say your maintenance calories were 2,800. Again, that number is just an example because this number could vary a lot depending on who you are. But for the sake of this video, we're going to say your maintenance calories was 2,800. If your goal is to lose fat and lose weight, what I would recommend is consuming less than this by a little bit. That little bit could be 300 to 500 calories. So let's just say you start off cutting on 2,400, which is a 400 calorie deficit. Stay there and consume this number of calories for a couple of weeks and see if your weight drops or doesn't drop. Also, when it comes to cardio, you don't want to be doing an hour of cardio per day, because when you want to increase the fat loss, where does it go from there? You can't step it up to 2 hours or 3 hours. It's going to get ridiculous, right? So start off with a 400 calorie deficit, no cardio. Let a week go past, then maybe you want to add in 10 minutes of cardio a day, or maybe 30 minutes 2 times a week. Then, in 2 weeks' time, maybe you want to drop your calories a little bit. So maybe you want to drop it down to 2,200. And then maybe you want to increase your energy expenditure by doing maybe 20 minutes of cardio per day. But over time, what your goal should be is to slowly, every week or every 2 weeks, decrease your calories by 100 or 200 calories, and or increase your energy expenditure by doing more cardio. So let's just say you started off with 10 minutes a day, then bump it up to 20, then bump it up to 30, then 40, then 50, then 60. And I wouldn't really want to go any more than 60. Or maybe you track your steps. If your average daily step intake or step goal was 8,000, bump it to 10,000, then 12,000, then 15, 18, 20. As long as over time you're decreasing the calories that you consume and you are increasing the energy expenditure, you will lose fat at an optimal rate, keeping the metabolism high, keeping the metabolism fast. And if you do that for a duration of time, you trust the process, you trust the journey, you get results that you want. If you are not seeing the results, maybe you're not tracking your calories correctly. So double check that you are consuming the right calories that you think you are. The easiest way to do this is to consume whole foods. Don't go buy packet stuff because the calories and the macros that they have could be incorrect. But if you base your diet around simple, plain, basic whole foods, bananas, oats, chicken breast, it's very easy to calculate. That way you can make adjustments when needed. And like I said, Your metabolism is always going to try and adapt regardless one way or another. So if you are doing everything correctly and you do get your calories low and your cardio is high and you're still not losing weight at some point, this is when you can add in other things such as refeeds. A refeed is basically 1 or 2 days where your calories go very high, your carbohydrates go very high, and basically what this does, it signals to the body that you're not starving to death, and the water just dropped on your head, didn't it? I thought I spat on you for a second. I was like, well, I didn't spit that much. And you're getting enough calories so your body can bump its metabolism up and its T3 and its leptin hormones. So a refeed is a very good strategy for fat loss as well when you get to the final stage. I do have a completely different video on this, so if you do want to find out more about refeeds, go and find that video on my YouTube channel. But anyway, that is a take-home message. If your goal is to cut and lose fat, slowly decrease calories, and slowly increase energy expenditure over time. You just in order to reply back to my message on WhatsApp. Problems. We won a prize, $10,000, oh no, $100,000, sorry, from a company in China, Haiku. And we've been going through this process for more than a year, trying to get the funds. Now I have to go to China with my marketing guy who's Chinese, and I probably got to spend maybe 3-4 weeks there in China to get this prize. It is $100,000 New Zealand, so it's about 50-60k USD that we did win. The prize money has to be in a company there in China, but then we can use those funds to run ads. So it is worth it for us, but for me to be in China for 3 to 4 weeks and not be able to use WhatsApp or these social media apps without a VPN, it's probably going to cost me more than 60k USD, so it's probably not worth it. So me and my team, we're just discussing right now if we go to China or if we don't.
Oh, sick God. Let's ask him what he does for a living. Hey bro, what do you do for a living?
I do many things. Jump in and I'll tell ya. Alright, so what do I do for a living? I guess that is a little bit of a long question to answer because I do many things. For the most part, I'm an online personal trainer. I sell meal plans and I sell workout programs to people all around the world, and I help them get in shape. I've been doing this for a long time. I've got over 180,000 subscription clients on my app, or I've had over 180,000, sorry. And the software behind that app that allows me to be able to scale that app, you know, at that level of 180,000 people is some software called Macroactive. I also created this company, Macroactive. Now essentially what Macroactive does, it is the software behind the automation of personalized meal plans and workout programs. Now what we do as a company is we build websites and we develop mobile fitness apps for other online trainers just like me, and we help them grow and scale their business. To date, we've got over 700 trainers on our platform and over 700,000 end users, which is the clients under the trainers. And we've generated more than 120 million in revenue for the trainers on our platform. Aside from that, I have a supplement brand, JRF Supplements, where I sell pre-workouts and fat burners. I don't push this too much on social media. This is mainly like a back-end offer that we sell to our clients and through our email lists. I used to have a clothing line, but it was more hassle than anything. You know, just having the different sizes and clothing getting lost in the mail, etc. So we've stopped the clothing line, and now I just pretty much focus all digital because less headache, less overheads, less problems, and easier to scale essentially because you can charge a lower entry point, a lower price point, and you can have that on subscription. Aside from that, I have started a business coaching company. That company is called The Wealth Network. So at The Wealth Network, what I do is I teach and I coach and I mentor people how to make money online from everything that I've learned over the last 10, 12, 15 years. Basically my blueprint, and I share that with anyone who joins my Wealth Network. My Wealth Network is a high ticket mentorship, so it's either 3K or 6K to join my program. And then joining that program, there is a whole bunch of resources. There is a course going over everything I know and everything I've learned in regards to making money online. We've got many done for you items, sales funnels, email sequences, Facebook plug and play ads, DM outreach scripts, sales scripts, everything. Just plug and play, just swap my name out with your name and use my funnels that have generated me tens of millions of dollars. Just change your name and use it for yourself. We've got a community inside of Skool, which is a platform, and then weekly coaching calls as well. So every week I jump on a live group coaching call and answer questions from members inside of my Wealth Network. Aside from that, I have many different affiliate offers. I promote things and get paid commission as an affiliate. I also do copy trading on the side. Basically what that means is copying and pasting trades from professionals. So we have a free group, and this free group I give access to people in my network, but also pretty much anyone in my community on social media. They can join this free copy trading group and they can copy these trades from professionals. And I always say, yes, I could learn how to trade myself, but still I'm probably gonna end up losing money and getting wrecked. So for me, it just makes logical sense to copy someone that knows what they're doing, right? Someone that's made millions of dollars trading. I would rather just copy their exact trades. I don't have to learn it, and I have more faith in their trades than me trying to do it myself. So that is why I do copy trading. Aside from that, I have investments in many different things. Property and land was my bread and butter. So I've got multiple properties back in New Zealand and 120 acres of land. However, I am currently trying to sell majority of my property, as I believe there are much better plays now in the world in 2024. So I still have a lot of property which I rent out and I get income from the tenants. My farm, we've subdivided it into 3 different titles now. So now each one of those titles is worth more than when I originally bought it. Plus on the land, I do have 120 cows or something. Not my cows, they're another farmer's cows, but he pays me $7 per cow per week to eat my grass. So it's, like $700 plus per week that I get from letting his cows eat my grass. So I do monetize that as well. I have a big interest in meme coins and the crypto space. So I buy and I sell a lot of meme coins. I do that based on what I've learned online. I understand demand, I understand culture, I understand communities. That's why when it comes to investing in crypto, a lot of my investments are in the meme coin space rather than gaming, rather than AI. Even though I am a big believer that a lot of these altcoins, AI and gaming coins will moon and you can be very profitable, my area of expertise is community and culture. That is why I have more confidence investing in meme coins. I've made well over 250k from buying and selling meme coins. A lot more than that if I actually sell everything that I do own, but I'm still holding a lot of things that I actually haven't taken profit on yet, even though I am well up. But when it comes to meme coin investing, it is a very risky space and a risky game, and you can lose. But all of these meme coins I do post inside of my Telegram, again, completely free. Yeah, bro. And yeah, Bitcoin. I'm a Bitcoin maxi, so I've been investing in Bitcoin a long time. I'm a hodler. I don't rarely sell, apart from occasionally if Bitcoin's pumping. I might sell 1 Bitcoin, but never any more than that. And then when it dips, I'll obviously buy in again. But every month I buy at least 1 Bitcoin, sometimes more, and my goal is just keep stacking. for as long as I can. I'm a big believer that Bitcoin is going to go to $1 million plus. Michael Saylor is a big believer that Bitcoin bear case will be 3 million plus. So I have a lot of faith in Bitcoin. I see Bitcoin to be the future. I see Bitcoin to be an apex asset. So a lot of the time what I do with my cash flow, I shift that into Bitcoin and I hold that long term, and I don't sell apart from the occasional time when I take profits. Off the top of my head, that is what I do in my sources of income. I can't think of anything else at the moment, but if I do, I'm sure I'll prompt you later on in the video.
Okay, so what was the biggest change you've made to go from 5k a month to 100k a month?
Alright, so if you have an online business and you're doing 5k a month and you want to scale that to 100k per month, there is a few things that you can do. Number one, focus on more exposure. The more exposure you have, the more eyeballs on you, the easier it's going to be for you to get to 100k a month. But you also have to take into consideration other things. The value that you provide online is going to help you build a better connection with your audience, and the social proof that you have and that you post online is going to help you convince more people that whatever product or service that you sell online is the right product or service for them to purchase. So let's just say you're an online trainer. Easy, you know, title to talk about for this video. The best thing for you to do would be to put up content online that provides value, that builds trust, that builds connection, that builds relationship. After that, you want to have social proof. Social proof is your client wins, your client testimonials, the before and after images, maybe a video testimonial. This is what convinces your client or your potential client that your program is the program they should join. After that, you need to have a good call to action that focuses on their pain points. People usually don't buy things to get a result. People usually buy things to get out of the position that they're in. So, especially when it comes to online training. So, if you can touch on their pain points and then let them know that you have the solution for that, that's going to be the easiest way to essentially convert a client. Then the most common thing where most people, I guess, lack is they don't actually ask for the sale. They don't do enough call to actions. So if you nail all of those things and you are consistent with those things, that is the best way to get from 5k to 100k a month. Obviously, if you're doing 5k a month, you've got your profile, you've got your account, you've got your program, you just need to grow that. So to grow that is good value, get exposure, good social proof to get that credibility, a good call to action that focuses on their pain points, and then do that consistently. Over time, you'll eventually scale to 100k. And that's essentially what I've done with all of my companies. JRF, Wealth Network, the trading, it all comes down to that. Content, value, social proof, call to action. Repeat, stay consistent, trust the journey. That's it.
Alright, so we're about a minute away from the gym, but give me three quick things that you love about Dubai.
3 things I love about Dubai. Best city in the world to network and connect with people, to collab, to create content, etc, etc. Dubai is extremely safe. Like, you don't have to worry about getting stabbed for your watch or something. And also, the third thing is Dubai is the city of the future, I would like to call it. They're very advanced. Hey, there's Josh who we're filming with. Dubai is very advanced. So if you want to move ahead in life and you want to level up in life, you need to be surrounding yourself with people who are concerned about the future. There is no better place on earth to do that aside from Dubai. So that would be my top 3 reasons as to why Dubai is the best city on earth. I can probably list 100 reasons, to be honest. Alright, we arrived at Binus or Binus. No one's really sure how to say it. Time for me to train. I'm training arms with Josh Mooney. This will be another video, another vlog, so if you want to watch that, search my YouTube. Should be up. Anyway, let's go.